Hello. All right, give me a second while I get everybody on and you guys can see my grades. I need to color my edges. I'm looking like a grandma. I'm so excited to be on today. I'm back from vacation. I've been away from you guys for almost a week now, and I'm back with a juicy topic. So give me a second and we'll get started. Hopefully everyone enjoyed the Martin Luther King holiday this past Monday, and you guys we're at the halfway point of January, so there's a lot hopefully going on in each of your businesses, and you guys are revving ready to go. All right, let me share this out to the event, and then invite some people, and then we will be ready to go. All right, so Facebook has attempted to make this a tad bit easier. However, I don't want to invite friends. I want to invite members, and it seems to be the only way to still do that is on your phone, which sucks. All right, so give me a second, ladies and ladies. All right, so my phone is just like so touch sensitive, like you touch just the wrong little area, and then you are forever stuck. So sorry, my fingers are all in your face. I feel like I need to hum you a tune and kind of make it worth your while for having to withstand all this invitation crap I have to do. I think this bugs me more than it bugs you guys. I know people complain about it, but I just freaking hate it. Doesn't help besides the fact that my phone, every time I touch something, another screen pops up and okay. So I guess there's just not any more C's there. All right. Sorry. If you're on, say hello. Bear with me as I get through this. As you pop on, just say hello so I know that you're out there. And I will get started in just a minute. I actually going to go live on Instagram after this, so I'm going to be going double live today. Just double live all over because I dare not try and do two cameras at one time for fear of completely screwing it up. Almost done on the peas. Like there isn't just like a little button that you just can select that. I think I need this, so let me do teas and then I'm done. And then I'll just let people join as they may. But I've given you fair warning. I've invited all the powers that be. Okay, so I've done my part. Okay, so Krista, nice to have you on. If you are on, please announce or just say hi. I haven't seen all the people that who have joined. Some people are incognito, but we're going to get started. So I'm so excited to be back. I am back from vacation. We were vacationing in Los Angeles. This is our first time ever going there. And I love California, so it was great to be there over the holiday, particularly since it reached the freezing mark in Texas. So I'm just super glad that I was not here when it froze to death. I did come back with a sick son and a semi-sick me, but we are mustering through. Hi, Benitris. Nice to have you on. Super glad that you are here. Krista is on as well. So today's topic is sort of a hot, sensitive topic, but I love hot, sensitive topics. Hey, Arnisha, nice to have you on. I love hot topics and I love sensitive topics because I like to shake people up and get them off of their sort of ill thoughts and, try and get people challenging the status quo and challenging what they're thinking. So today's topic is, do you need a better marketing in your business or do you need a better business model? And so many of you I've talked to some of you all have taken advantage of my free strategy sessions in the month of January, and we are just about wrapping those up. So if you would like to take advantage of a free 30-minute strategy session with me, you still have the opportunity to do that. I am closing the doors to those sessions at the end of this month. I do feel like I think I still have a few spots open as we end the month. So all you need to do, if somebody can write this down for those people, is go to apply.sundaygardner.com. Schedule, that'll be under the discovery call. I don't remember the link offhand for the strategy call, but either way, that will get you 30 minutes with me on my calendar. Book it according to the opening, and what we were going to talk about are your quarter goals, the first quarter goals, like what product and service you want to focus on, and your goals for the quarter, and we'll talk about some marketing strategies for that. So in all of those conversations, it became painfully obvious to me and also to some of you all that I talked to that, hey, Aisha, nice to have you on. It became painfully obvious to me that there is some confusion out there in the business world. And I think for a lot of people who are new to marketing or new to starting their business, that they believe that they need it just to do better marketing, when in fact, it's not the marketing that you need to do. And if you did start doing marketing, it's your business model. So I wanted to dedicate today's live on talking about the differences between when you as a company or a business need to invest more dollars in marketing, or do you really need to take a look at your business model and then make some changes in your business model before you start to market? Because at the end of the day, marketing is not magic. Marketing is a numbers game. It is a way for you. So I'm going to tell you what marketing is and what it is not, and what your business model should be doing for you, and what it should be doing and what it should be covering, and when you need marketing versus when you have to need the other. So please let me know if that makes sense. But unfortunately, some of y'all's business models are broken, right? And it's not marketing. So you've come into this group and you think, oh, I need to start doing Facebook ads because you heard somebody say that Facebook ads is where it's at. And don't let me be the first person to tell you Facebook ads is the cat's meow, right? But if you have a broken business model and your operations or the way that you run your business is not structured for you to be successful, it doesn't matter how much money you spend on Facebook ads or any other marketing strategy, you're just going to be throwing dollars out the window, right? You're going to be wasting money on marketing. It's not going to get you the returns that you want, and you're still not going to be any better off, right? So then you're going to look at me and you're going to be like, damn it, I joined Sunday's group and I did all these Facebook ads and it didn't work, right? Well, I just want to set the record straight before you guys start doing any investing in marketing, if it's your model or if you really need to have more marketing, hence the name. Better marketing or better business model? Which one do you need? All right, so let's talk first about what marketing is, what it's supposed to do for your business, and then we're going to talk about what your business model is supposed to do for your business and what it is for. And let's ascertain through some Q&A and some open discussion about what you think your needs are and where they're lie. Because again, the very last thing that I want you to do is expend dollars in an area that isn't going to get you the returns that you want, right? Because you do need to have the horse before the cart, right? And the horse in this case is your model, a sound business model. All right. Marketing is a way to communicate that you have available goods and services, right? Products and services. There are many marketing channels that you can use. Facebook is a marketing channel. Newspapers, radio ads, any social media that allows you to do advertising, either paid or organically. Those are all channels for you to communicate that you have available services and products, right? The idea of marketing is for you to be able to target people that are your ideal client, such that you can communicate that you are the shit, right? That you are the cat's meow, right? So communication is its goal, right? It's for you to be able to communicate whatever it is that you have available for sale, right? Or a way for you to get in front of your ideal client, right? The other thing is that marketing is an attraction, right? It is geared for you to create an attraction model, right? So I always tell you, or you may not have heard me say this lately, but I always equate marketing as dating, right? So think of marketing or any channel that you have as a dating application, right? And just bear with me for a second when I talk you through this dating application, right? The dating application's goal is for you to, put your profile on it, right? And then surface up all these people that look like who you would be attracted to, right? Based on height, weight, what their interests are, their profile, all of that. That's exactly what marketing is geared to do. It's just a big giant dating app of which you are putting your profile on, and your goal is to attract as many people that are going to fall in love with you as humanly possible based on a criteria that you are going to set, right? I don't care what the channel is that you pick, right? Again, Facebook is the preferred channel that I use, that I teach to, right? But you can have multiple channels, right? It could be, Facebook/Instagram. So when I say Facebook, I'm also talking about Instagram, because you can do advertising. Advertising is done through Facebook to Instagram. But Pinterest, right? LinkedIn, right? Whatever your medium is, if you are doing radio ads, right? If you're doing television ads, if you're doing print ads, whatever, if you've got in-store, in-store paraphernalia, posters, business cards, whatever your thing is, it's just your attraction model. It is the thing that you use. It's your peacock, right? You fan out. I saw this video over the weekend of this beautiful white peacock, which is supposed to be pretty rare. fans out, and its goal is to attract a mate, right? That's your goal in marketing, is to attract customers, prospective customers, so that you can develop a relationship with them for the purposes of providing your goods and services, okay? What it also is, marketing, is messaging, right? It allows you to craft messages that are going to allow you to attract people, right? It also is, so your goals, right? You do have goals with marketing, but those goals are very specific to your ability to attract and or sell your products and services, right? It's not really your entire business vision. It's not your entire goals for your entire company. It's not your vision. It's a subset. So any of the goals that you set for your business, usually marketing is a way for you to achieve bigger and better goals that you have for your business, right? So hopefully you have a good idea now of what marketing is, right? It will not save your business if your business model sucks, right? Let me give you some examples. Okay, let's talk about, before I go to the examples, let's talk about what a business model is. A business model, and I've taken some notes, so that I don't forget. A business model is how you do your sales, right? Inclusive of your business model is how you sell, right? How do you, once you've attracted a customer, how do they get through the process of you delivering your goods and services, right? What's your sales process, right? How do you, check them in and out, right? What software do you use to process your credit cards, right? Do you have a follow-up that you have once you attract those people? It's the entire sales cycle. So from the time that they become a prospect till the time that you deliver the goods and services, your business model needs to define that, right? Marketing doesn't do that. Marketing is just getting the people to you. Once they're to you, you've got a process. You need to have a process to handle them, a process to get them through your business and out the door. So I'm going to use physical brick and mortar stores because it'll be very easy for you to understand that, right? Somebody comes to your business, right? They open up the door, right? What is the process of engagement once they open up the door? Marketing's goal is to get them to the door, right? Your business process and your business model is what you do once they're at your door and they've stepped into your business, right? So your business model needs to define what that experience is going to be like, right? When they open up the door, right? What the customer service model is going to be, what the sales process is going to be. It's going to include your pricing model, right? It's going to include your product definition, what products you're going to have, right? You can't market if you don't know what the hell you're selling or, if it's viable or not. Your business model should have already defined that. It should define what it is that you're going to sell, at what price point, if it's profitable or not. Marketing doesn't do that. Marketing isn't going to determine that you should be selling something at $50 and you're only selling it at $25, right? Your business model needs to do that. Your business model needs to say that you're operating and you're offering prices at the right profitability point based on your expenses and, the revenue that you want to achieve. Your business model does that. Your business model and the way that you run your business should define the overall customer experience, your employees' experience, right? Human resources. It should define the vision for your company, right? A part of that vision is your marketing plan, right? But it is not the cat's meow, right? It is not the end all for everything. Your business model and how you operate and run your business defines everything under the sun, moon, and earth as it relates to your business. Okay, so let me know if that makes sense, if you guys have any questions on that, because this is really important for you all to get. Because I've got people who come to me and they're like, I want to do Facebook ads. And, I will ask some pretty standard questions, right? What is the product that you want to sell? What is it that you want to market specifically? And oftentimes I get business owners who respond to me like, well, I want to make so-and-so amount of money. I have, these 5 different products that I have, or, they may not even have a really clear product definition, right? They may not even have a clear, okay, I teach this to my clients. My problem is marketing. Great. That's perfect. So Arnisha, that's great. Because some people think, oh, well, I have a product, but it's not well defined, right? You don't have a start and a finish and a really clear definition of what your product is, right? Arnisha, I think you are. I don't want to mix you up because in my mind, real estate comes to mind, but I don't know that it is real estate. But I think that may be another person I spoke to yesterday. But anyway, what I guess I'm trying to say is product definition is not marketing, right? At the point that you're ready to market, you already need to know what your product and services is that you want to market, right? It is already defined. You already know the price point. You already know, right? If you're going to offer a break off piece, accounting and bookkeeping, all right, Bossy Books, right? That's right. You already know that you are going to have like a freebie offer in front of that, right? And in your sales funnel, you may define that in marketing, but like when I'm getting ready to teach you, when we start Facebook Ads Challenge on Sunday for those who've joined, right? We're not going to be talking about what you're going to sell, or you need to decide, like you need to figure out like how to define your product, right? That's not what we are going to be doing, right? Arnisha will use you as an example. You have a broad spectrum of products, accounting and bookkeeping, right? I'm sure you have monthly services. You've got tax season that's coming up. What specifically would you want to market, right? You probably have a very clear idea of that. If you don't have a clear idea of what you would want to market, or what specific product and or service or packages of services that you want to do, that's the first thing you've got to do. Is it priced right, right? You guys will always hear me say, you cannot market at, $50 to $250 or greater to a stranger audience and believe, just start marketing tomorrow and believe that you're going to start getting a whole bunch of people buy your stuff and nobody knows you. That just is not how it works, right? It just doesn't work like that. Marketing doesn't work like that, right? Now, if you had the opportunity, okay, so cleanup, right? That would be very specific, right? Very specific item that you're going to market to, right? Not something that's too general, right? A lot of people, not all of you guys, but a lot of people come to me and they're like, and I'm going to pick on the beauty industry, right? Because it's an industry that I know well. They're like, I'm a stylist, right? And I just want more clientele, right? And I'm like, that's great. Well, what's your specialty? I don't have a specialty. I do everything. And I'm like, yeah, that's great. But you need to be very specific about what it is that you want to market and you want to highlight, right? I'm not suggesting that you need to be, just a colorist or just a hair extensionist or whatever, but you need to be very clear about what that one product or that one package is that you're going to market. Now, let's use the hair industry as an example. Let's use Arnisha as an example. I don't care who it is, right? Anyone that is offering hourly services or services that require their hour for hour, dollar for dollar work, right? Meaning there are but so many heads one stylist can do in a day, right? It doesn't matter because there's only 24 hours. If you have a family, you have kids, you're not working around the clock. So there's usually a throughput number that when you're offering services that are based on your actual participation that you can do. Oftentimes, the goals that people set for themselves are not aligned with the throughput number. And simply put, that means and I'm using these round numbers because people love these round numbers. I remember walking through one of my clients last year, and she wanted to make $10,000 a month. And this is with a salon. She wanted to make $10,000 a month. Her average ticket price was $50. You do the math, right? So let me do the math for you, just so, because I'm a numbers person, you guys. I will always tell you, start with the numbers because they never lie to you. Let's just do the math, right? I should know this off the top of my head, but I don't, and I need a calculator. Somebody do the math. What is 50 divided by 10,000? What is that? 200 clients a month, right? You divide that by the number of weeks that there are, and that gives you how many clients that they have, right? Average number of hours it takes you to do a client is 2 hours, right? A day, per client. That tells you how many clients you can do, right? Her number didn't align with her ability to perform those services, right? Your business model does that for you. For you to be able to know those numbers, your business model needs to define that, right? If you have a salon, or you have a business that has multiple chairs, you have multiple workers that perform a service, you need to understand what the throughput or the ability to perform services per chair is, right? Per person, in order for you to determine what your sales goals are. That's what your business model does. Marketing doesn't do that. Again, I'm just trying to get people in your chair, right? I'm just trying to get people to pull that door. I'm just getting people to ring the phone, book appointments, whatever that is, right? Marketing is not going to solve the fact that you are not charging enough, right? $50 may not be the right price point given the amount of rent that you're paying, right? And the amount of expenses that you have. Marketing doesn't solve that for you. A business model solves that for you, making sure that you're charging the right prices, making sure that you that your goals are aligned with what your ability and capacity model is all part of your business plan. So hopefully this is all making sense, right? If you know those numbers backwards and forwards, and you know that, I want to make $10,000, and it means that I need to have X number of people in my business, right? I need to have X number of cleanup services in my business. And that means that, I'm the one doing those services, and I can handle X number of people per day, per week, per month, and I'm ready to go. And all I need are those phones ringing, those doors pulling, or whatever, then you're ready for marketing, right? If you don't know those numbers and you're still on the fence with trying to figure out, well, shit, I don't know how many numbers or how many cleanup services or how many heads or how many, events or how many parties I need to do or how many houses I need to sell or whatever your fill in the blank product or services. You don't know those numbers. You need to go back to your business model, because I'm going to ask those questions. I'm going to be like, what's your goal, right? First thing I want to know is, from a marketing perspective, if you've got a very specific product, what is your sales goal, right? Right? What does your existing list look like, right? How many people do you already know? Operating budget. That's perfect. So, if you know that, then these are simple numbers for you to take into consideration, right? So if you know your numbers, you know how many sales it's going to take, and you know what your operating budget is, and you know how much throughput that you can make, that's great. Then you've got to determine how much money are you willing to spend in order to hit those goals, right? Because here's some very factual numbers, right? To advertise and to market to strangers, you should expect, right, that on the first conversion, and I've given you guys these numbers before, right, 1%, right? So if you are trying to get, let's say you have a sales goal of 10 people that you want to, buy a particular product. What I will tell you is that you cannot direct sell to most people, that you, particularly if you have a product that's over $20, right? Most people impulse buy that threshold. Some industry people will say that the threshold is $100. $20 is safe, right? And it's still difficult to sell directly at a $20 price point, right? So anything under $20 is usually an impulse buy, right? So if you're not selling as your core product, impulse products, right? So little gadgets or things that people are like, oh, that's really cute, I'll get that. And they don't mind popping out their credit card for, a $20 purchase, and your products are greater than that, you cannot direct sell to them immediately without having some sort of familiarity with the market that you're selling to. So you've got to create that, right? Unless, of course, you're Coca-Cola or an established brand, right? So this applies to us newbies in the area. That's what I refer to most of us in the group as newbies, because most of us are newbies, right? You don't have an established brand. People are not familiar with you. You are trying to build your name out there in the internet world, in your local area, and you are unknown, right? So you cannot do what the big dogs can do. Big dogs, Coca-Cola, they can start selling. They can come out with a new product tomorrow and start selling it, right? Neiman Marcus, if you're in this area and Neiman Marcus is familiar, they can start direct selling. Target, Walmart, these big brands that already have that familiarity with their brand can do direct marketing, direct sales marketing, meaning they can create an ad, have a price point, and people will buy directly from the ad because they're already familiar. They already know the brand. They already like the brand, and they already trust the brand, right? You newbie person that you are, unfortunately, you don't have the luxury of doing that. Now, if you already have an existing email list or an existing tribe of people that know you, love you, trust you, then you can do direct sale advertising to them. If you don't, then you got to follow my stranger acquaintance BFF model, which says simply that you have to go through the relationship stages, right? You cannot skip a stage. You have to treat it just like you do with the relationship, right? You meet somebody new, you don't immediately ask them to marry you and jump to BFF. You ask them for coffee, you get to know them, they get to know you, they get warm and fuzzy with you, they make an initial purchase with you, and then they potentially are set up to buy your core services, right? So those are the 3 stages. Stranger, right? Most of you all who are ready to do marketing, right, and there's nothing wrong with your business model, is ready to attract strangers. You need to be attracting strangers, volumes of strangers, to go through some sort of attraction model to you so that you can get them and convert them from strangers to paying clients. The number one mistake with marketers when they first start is that they try to go to BFF marketing, right, for marketing with people that already know their brand and try to sell to them. And what you will find is that it's not going to work, right? You will waste ad spend. You will waste your marketing dollars because people do not buy from strangers. They don't buy from strangers, not large ticket items. And again, $20 is the price point I'm telling you. If you've got a $20 product, anything greater than $20, right? And even $20 is difficult, right? So sometimes I even put that threshold lower than $20, like less than $10. If your threshold or your product, your core product is greater than that, and you're not trying to get impulse buys, you cannot direct sell. You cannot start an ad with direct selling and trying to sell a price. You will waste money. And if you do get conversions, they will be very expensive for you. That's just the way it works, right? So what do you need to be aware of? First conversion point, right? First conversion point you need to be aware of when you're starting with stranger advertising is how many people can you reach, right? So let's use an example of manual marketing, right? You're going out there, you're shaking hands, you're meeting as many people, you're kissing babies, you're doing as much, in the front marketing, general network marketing that you possibly can, right? There's been so many people that you can reach in that given time frame, like if you're going to a networking event. But the idea there is for you to try and get in front of as many people as you possibly can get into, right? That's called reach, right? As a human being, and depending on the types of events you have exposed to, you could probably get in front of a couple of hundred people per event, depending on the type of event. But you don't know if those people, you have to talk to those people individually to determine if they fit your criteria for an ideal client, right? So it takes a lot of man hours, a lot of talking and kissing babies and all that stuff, right? So that's why I love Facebook ads, because Facebook ads, really, you can zero and narrow in, laser focus who your people are based on the characteristics, that they have and who they are, their behaviors to determine if they fit your ideal character. Love, love, love Facebook targeting and its ability to narrow on based on the way that they collect data about people's behavior and what they, their clicking behavior, their browsing behavior, everything that you can think about, right? So what I will tell you is the first thing is you're trying to figure out reach. Like how many people can you reach per day on your marketing effort, right? Radio ads, right? It's based on the reach of the radio station, television. It's based on the viewership of the people who are watching that particular channel or that network that you are advertising through. Newspaper, same thing. Their subscription list, or who subscribes to their newspaper. That's how they do it. Facebook, it's based on the number of users and your ability to identify users based on targeting. Billion users on the platform per month. Billion plus users on the platform. Right? Your people are on Facebook/Instagram, period. End of story. There's no question about that. Unless, of course, you are selling items, products and services that are against Facebook's terms of services like nudity, alcohol, drugs, that kind of stuff, which most of you are not in that realm. You can find your customers on Facebook. There's just no getting around that. You can find your customers on Facebook. And you can find them based on the most minuscule characteristic that you can possibly think of, right? So let's just put that aside. You can find them. You can reach them. You as a human being can probably reach 100, several hundred people if you're at a good event. On Facebook, depending on how much money you're willing to spend per ad set, you can reach thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people. You can have a population size of 500,000, millions of people in your population size that you can be running ads to that meet your criteria, right? So your reach. So once you determine your reach, the next conversion number that you need to to determine is how many people are going to click on your message, right? Are going to click on your product or service offering because you've created a compelling message, right? That first conversion number is the standard average is 1%, right? So if you want email addresses and you want to be able to determine how many emails that you can get or phone numbers or whatever your sales process is to convert, right? You want to know how many people you can reach, how many people are going to click, and then how many people are going to actually give you that contact information based on what you delivered. That second number, right, is once they've clicked and they've reached your landing page or they've reached whatever information that gives them, that second heat signal, that needs to be 40%, right? So reach, click, give you the contact information, right? So that's how you back into the numbers. So when I say marketing is a numbers game, that's all it is, right? It's numbers, right? Are you beating the industry or are you less than the industry? And do you know what those numbers are, right? Do you know what you should be marketing based on the type of person that you're marketing to? And if you don't, that's where I say you probably need to join a class of mine or you need to get coaching or that kind of stuff, right? That's what I'm going to teach you. Now, if your business model is broken, right? Arnisha, you said yours is not, but there may be people who watch this later who or are watching this now and they're like, well, shit, my business model is broken. I don't necessarily want to jump up and say. I still encourage you to schedule a call with me and let us talk about that because I do coaching with businesses about how to fix their broken business model to set them up for proper marketing, right? I don't want you wasting money, right? I don't want you joining my classes, my marketing classes, if your business model is broken. If you are struggling with trying to figure out what your product and your service is, what your price point is, are you charging the right thing? Is this the right thing that you need to work on? Fix that first, then we go to marketing, right? Don't do marketing first. Figure out if we can just get as many people as we can and shit's broken. Because let me give you some perspective, right? So you get me all up in a frenzy about this, right? So let me give you some perspective. I get you an ad, right? We work up the most amazing ad ever, right? It's a great ad, gets you great sales page, gets you great thank you page. We got people giving you email addresses left and right. People are, downloading your content, downloading your content. They're ready to go, and they pick up the phone or they go to your website, and your website doesn't have shit on it, right? Or they schedule an appointment. Let's say, part of your funnel is they schedule an appointment. But then when you get on the call, you have absolutely no idea what the hell to say to them, right? Or what you say to them is a complete turnoff and your sales process sucks. You have no way to take credit cards. You have no way to really convert a person to a paying client, right? That's going to break you, right? So I'm going to get you people picking up the phone to call you, right? Because I know that my training is thebomb.com, right? You're going to get people, you're going to get leads. But if you don't have a proper email sequence, a way to nurture these people, you don't have a way to keep them engaged, right? It's going to cost you money to get email addresses. But if you're not nurturing them, those email and the temperature of that customer is going to go cold quickly and you will have wasted your money. If you have no way to directly go from contact to first contact made with your customers that you'll get through marketing, you will immediately have wasted those dollars, right? So if you don't have a way to pull them in to your spider web and get them engaged and quickly knowing and liking and loving you, you're wasting your money, right? That's your business model, right? And then if you don't have a way to make an offer and to get them purchasing and interested in your products and service and moving from a freebie person to a customer, you're wasting your money and you're wasting your effort for that time. I'm not in the business of doing services for free. I do a lot of free stuff, right? But the core of my business is I am a for-profit business, as are you, right? We don't want you doing marketing and giving away everything that you do for free. That's not going to make you money. That's what we want to focus on, right? So again, I'm not suggesting that you are broken or that you have a broken process, but I want you to understand the difference between a broken marketing model versus a broken business model. And so business model, fix that first before you do spend a dime on marketing, right? Make sure you know your numbers, make sure you know what your goals are, you make sure you know what your vision, you know what your sales process is. You got all that shit down pat and you are ready, right? Now, when you're ready and you say, you know what, I know my prices, I know what I'm offering, I know what it is that I want to do. You know, Arnisha has posted a couple of times, she's ready. She knows she's ready to market, right? She just needs to market. Then the next thing that I say is once you get ready to do the marketing is that you know the numbers, right? You're ready, you understand what the standard is, because if you're new to marketing, you're not going to come out the gate, and I'm here to bust your bubble if you think you're going to come out the gate making $1 million. I'm not that kind of trainer. I'm not that kind of coach. I'm not going to tell you, yes, you're going to make $1 million. Come out here, you spend, $50 on ads, and you're going to get, 1,000 leads. That's bullshit. It's not going to happen. That's not the way Facebook works. They don't, Facebook is in the business of making money. That's not how it's going to work, right? You got $50 to spend on ads. What I can tell you is that you can test out some ad sets and you can start to formalize who you can test to. When you're ready to spend money on advertising and ready to scale, you will have already had those ad sets and that targeting down and your messaging down, that you know that you're going to get some response rate, right? So let me read what you said, Arnisha. You said, you don't think it's broken. You said that a couple of times, so I get it. You don't think that your business model is broken. You have an onboarding process and a sales process, quoting the contract. Okay, that's great. So then you say you're ready for marketing. So like I mentioned before, some of the things that you'd want to consider when you're ready for marketing is what your ad budget is, right? Conversion numbers, what your marketing goals are, right? I think you said let me scroll back, and you said you were doing cleanup services, right? So what's the price point for that? If you're marketing to strangers, how are you going to attract strangers to that offer, right? To your stranger offer, and then how are you going to move them down to ultimately offer cleanup services? Are you going to do a discovery call before you offer that? Are you going to go from, some freebie offer directly to cleanup services? What's that model going to be so that you can offer this product? Again, if you've got something that's over $20, I don't know what the price point is for your cleanup services. I would not recommend you start doing direct selling, meaning that you run an ad that says, sign up for my cleanup services. It doesn't matter how juicy your content is. If you were marketing to direct to strangers and you have a small ad budget, you can assume that ad budget will get eaten up pretty aggressively as you start off, because Facebook has no idea what your conversion history is, has no idea who you are. Your customers don't have any, your prospective customers don't have any idea who you are. My recommendation is always to start with a freebie offer to get them, starting and all that. All right. So you said that you wasted $200. Did you have a freebie offer at the top end of that? Again, my thought would be, if I were working with you, Arnisha, would be to look at, okay, you've done some ad spend, you've done some marketing using Facebook ad. I would want to see what your numbers look like, right? What were the results? What type of ad did you run, right? What were you targeting, right? How long did you run the ad? How much money did you spend per ad, right? All of those elements would be critical for me to look at that data to then determine, did you really spend $200, or is that a $200 investment that you made in marketing that, you may have had these greater results than you thought because you just didn't really understand the numbers. And so that's really critical. Marketing is a numbers game. You can't tell me anything different because I know better, right? Marketing is a numbers game. It's about data. It's about understanding who it is that you're trying to deliver your messages, why they would benefit from that message, and that you're speaking that language. So I always say, right offer with the right message equals sales, right? Right offer, right message, right time equals sales, period. So Facebook is going to get that right offer to the right person, right, at the right time, so that you can start a relationship, right? And then based on that relationship that you develop, you can then convert them to sales, right? So at the top part of your funnel right now, what I'm trying to do is get you in front of as many strangers as you can. Because most of you all don't have lists. You don't already have an existing customer base that you do. If you do have an existing customer base, totally different strategy that we use. We do a totally different strategy for existing customers. Facebook is still a great tool for you to communicate your direct sales to your existing customer base, but that's a different strategy, different things, different numbers that you need to be looking at, right? If you already have customers that have bought from you and you have a pretty good base of customers, right? So I'm talking like if you've got thousands of customers or thousands of acquired email that you've been nurturing and these people are on your list, same numbers apply. You can assume, like if you have a 20,000 email list, you can assume if you send out an email to your list with an offer that you can expect anywhere, depending on the price point, anywhere from 1% to 5% conversion of that, right? Of that list, right? But if you don't have a list, then you've got to start to build that list. That's where the freebie offer gets in, right? Okay. So I am not going to make this like a 90-minute live. I wanted this to be short and sweet to let you guys know, right, that there is a huge difference between a broken business model and a broken marketing model. And if you have a broken business model, what I want you to do is give me a call, right? Schedule a discovery call with me, and we can figure out how to fix your broken business model. If you need marketing, knowledge, you are ready to market and you know that Facebook is where you want to market. I encourage you, if you have not already done so, to register for Facebook Ads Challenge that starts on Sunday, because we are going to be talking about exactly how you set up your ad. We're going to be going over how you do your ad, how you structure your offer, how you set it up in Facebook, how you do your targeting, and then how you look at the numbers and determine what the numbers mean once the ad goes live, right? That's 5 days. We start this Sunday. It's $47 and it's 5 days with me. You get me for 5 days, right? I'm going to drop lessons and action items for you every single day. We're going to have a live coaching call. You get to ask questions about today's lesson or anything about your particular ad. And then each day we'll go through that with the objective on day 5. Your ad is ready to launch. Okay. I will include the link to register for that if you have not. But again, register for that if you know you're ready to start running Facebook ads. If you're not ready and you think something else is broken, schedule a discovery call and we'll see what we can do for that. All right, Aisha, what do you do if people have bought from you but you haven't nurtured them? Well, we need to get a nurturing plan in place. So, how much time has passed between them, right? Let's say you've got an online store. Aisha, I should remember what it is that you do, but I talk to so many people, so I don't remember. So just remind me what you do. Let's say you have an online store and you sell, a product. Let's say you sell a product, right? You sell a product and they've purchased from you. Let's say they purchased from you 3 months ago, right? Your business model, skincare. I was thinking like Barrique Body Care. Is that you? So you've got the skincare line. So you should know, like on average, like how long your skincare lasts. Meaning, if somebody buys a lotion from you, right, and it's an 8-ounce lotion, right, what should the buying pattern be of that? I was right, Barrique. I was like, Barrique. I don't know that I'm pronouncing it right, but I was like, I saw your name. I was like, I think it's Barrique, but I'm not sure. Yes, all right. So you got the skincare line, and you've got your product, right, your skincare. How long should the average person consume that, right? You should make sure that you have sequences in place, email sequences, contact sequences in place that are contacting those people on a cycle, right? So let's say it's 6 weeks, right? You should have a sequence that starts with them after they purchase. Thank you for your purchase. We love having you as a customer. Welcome to the Barrique Body Care, family. We love you. Whatever that thing is, right? I don't know if you've got a Facebook group, if you're going to develop a Facebook group of tips and tricks on how to take care of your skin and all these wonderful ways that you can use your products, hint. Maybe that's something you can do. That's a way to keep that nurturing up. So you have some sort of onboarding, welcoming sequence that onboards them into the family once they purchase. And then there should be some sequence that goes after that period of time, like right before it should be that they have used up their product, that says, okay, we see that the last time that you purchased was here. This is what's going on in the business now, right? This is the new line that we've got, or here, we've created this great package that we thought you would be interested in. And then you start another sequence of, keeping them engaged. But again, what you don't want to happen is, somebody buys something from you, you didn't welcome them, you've never said anything to them, and you let, significant amount of time. Let's say that's your situation. Fix it, right? Fix it. Send out a newsletter or something that says, hey, we haven't, we've done a horrible job here at Bariki that hasn't said, how are you doing, right? We've got the holidays that are coming up. And so as being a loyal customer, here's a coupon to, celebrate your loved one, or, I see your birthday is coming up or whatever, right? So that's another thing. Like, are you capturing birthday information at the time of purchase, right? Because you want to know these events, right? Their anniversary, particularly if you're selling personal items. I always recommend people capture at the time of sale these sort of critical events so that you can send out specific event emails to them. Happy birthday, happy anniversary, happy, Father's Day, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, skincare day, whatever day, right? You want to make sure that you always have these reasons why that you should be celebrating them and for them to use your products. So if you haven't, fix it immediately, right? And then get yourself on a cycle. Now, Isha, I don't know if you've got I want to say that you did get the marketing kit. So you should be working on, if you didn't, you should be, if you did get it, you haven't started, you should be working on your 12-month marketing plan, which has a whole plethora of things that you need to be considering, right? What are you celebrating every month, every quarter? What information? And these are ways that you can be keeping engaged with your customers throughout the year. Hopefully that answered your question in a long-winded way. All right. Anything else, ladies? Because if not, I'm going to skedaddle out of here. I'm going to go make some tacos. All right, ladies, let me know if you got anything. I know there's always a little bit of a delay. Awesome. Good. Now, did you get the Ultimate Marketing Kit? Do you have that? I don't remember. I feel like I'm about to sneeze. I don't know if you guys okay, so I get on the plane and I absolutely hate flying because it always clogs up my sinuses. And then, okay, so if you did get the Ultimate Marketing Plan, there is a, you should, as part of day 12. Okay, awesome, Arnisha. I look forward to talking to you. So that would be at apply.sundaygardner.com. And my name is Sundey Gardner, GARDNER.com. For Nitris, the planner, the Ultimate Marketing Planning Kit, it's $47. And what it includes is an ebook that I wrote, that talks you through 12 days of creating a 12-month calendar. So every day you have an activity that you were to do that will help define out a 12-month marketing calendar for you. Also has inside of it, it has a lesson on how to build a specific individual event marketing plan. There was a training that I did on that. You've got that training. You also have a template. And I will be adding at the end of this week, we are just finishing up the 2018 inspiration calendar, which will have 12 months of different reasons why you should celebrate in a particular month. And you can pick those as reasons to celebrate within your business, tie your business to your product or service, and then create that. And then you can create an entire marketing campaign. So that's also going to be added to the marketing kit at the end of the week. So you get all of that for $47, and it's available in Marketing Boss Academy. You'll get access to that course and all of the templates and recorded training as a part of that. So if you'd like that, I'll ping you afterwards and I'll ping you the link for that. All right, ladies. I think we're done. I think everybody said has said they're good. Are you good? Bernices, would you like me to send you the link to that? I always hate the delay with because I'm like talking and it takes like 2 seconds for you guys to get what I've said. All right. I don't know if I've lost you guys or not. But anyway, it was great seeing you. I am so excited to be coming back. All right, Aisha, have a great night, and I will talk to you guys soon. And you guys keep it on. Talk to you soon.